It's been a very fruitful trip, which of course the purpose was taking forward our relations in science, technology and innovation. We used the occasion of the launch of the Science Month, Eswatini. We joined in the launch of that by Minister Maziya. But also it's been a historical trip. Apart from issues relating to science, and also I got an opportunity, by the way, to see some of the things that we've been part of in terms of working together with Eswatini to help them also strengthen their science system. I visited the Royal Technology Park, apart from going to the launch of the Science Month. But also it's been part of history, you know. I mean, I've just got some insights, practically, especially on the support that Eswatini gave to the liberation struggle in South Africa. Like where we are is a monument of King Sobhuza, who was a great friend of the South African liberation movement, especially ANC. Of course, the story is he became very close to Moses Mapita. A leader of the ANC, was also the general secretary at some stage of the Communist Party, who acted as the main link between the ANC and King Sobhuza. So we've just come to this monument. One got a very extensive history of King Sobhuza, his own origins, and aspects of the culture, Yamaswati. Really played a role, of course, in the independence of Eswatini from the British. And despite difficulties caused by the apartheid regime, was very bold enough to be able to support many aspects of the struggle against the apartheid government. What is striking, of course, is that, as I've said, South Africa and Eswatini were one people, literally. We share a language, amongst other things. But also, what struck me here is the history that we share. I didn't know King Sobhuza was from the Zwides, KZN. I had not been aware to King Sobhuza. I went to Lovedale. That's why I was curious, who else was he studying with at Lovedale? In 1916, when he went there, if I'm not mistaken. So, also this has been a challenge, even for our department, as the Department of Science, Technology and Innovation. How do we contribute towards telling this history? I think also we tend to tell the history of our evolution and struggles in a fragmented way. There are many overlaps between the history of South Africa and the history of Eswatini, especially the colonial history and all that. It's a challenge, perhaps, that, for want of a better term, we may be needing a new paradigm to tell the history of Southern Africa that will be able to show how integrated aspects of the struggle against colonialism were, as a way of telling the story to young people today and in the future, but also as a way of understanding our challenges better. I must say that also, as I conclude, that we identified a lot of areas of further cooperation with Eswatini on science, technology and innovation in particular. I met young girls who were at high school who are innovators. They showed what some of their solutions on some of the challenges facing the country. We then came to the conclusion, maybe with the minister, that perhaps we can even, to start and have this relationship, we may even have joint science competitions for school kids from both countries as part of deepening the scientific relations between our two countries. Of course, the continent still has a long way to go. And we also agreed we have to do all we can to put pressure on our own governments to put more money into science. But we don't also have to mobilize money only from government. We also need a partnership with the private sector and academia in order to take science forward. So, a very informative trip, in short. Thank you.